What's going on, guys? We're back. We're back with the updates. The dev team has put something amazingly interesting for me personally in, which is the new prison island, which is, well, an island with a prison. And it's off the coast in between Komarovo and Kamenka. It takes around 5 minutes and 20 seconds to swim here, according to my stopwatch. You can also get here by V3S, by doing the, V3S submarine thing. That still works. That's another way to get here, but mostly we'll all be swimming, won't we? Yes. And along in 053, we got a whole bunch of new improvements and changes, including the addition of a whole bunch of new melee weapons and the addition of new anti-hack software. It's still BattlEye, but it's just improved, and hopefully it should stop the hacking for now. Other additions include the new flare gun, which should make nighttime a lot more interesting to play, illuminate a whole area, and in 053 you get muzzle flashes. There were actually no muzzle flashes before this patch, believe it or not, so it should make nighttime gameplay a lot more interesting. You'll be able to see if somebody's shooting at you, where he's shooting you from, etc, etc. So that's a very welcome change. Now onto the main prison building. The actual building is based off of a real prison, so everything should look very, very realistic. And in my opinion, it really, really does. Seems like somebody's already been here, playing with their fire. Anyway, the structure has the most complex interior of any building right now in DayZ, and should open up a whole lot more gameplay perspectives. I heard my cousin Dimitri will be very pleased with the addition of the prison. But more on Dimitri later. So you can actually get into every cell, and every cell seems to spawn a bit of loot, mostly books at the moment. I'm not sure why the books are still in such great numbers, since they sort of clog up the entire how many items there are and what types of different items there are. The books are kind of useless. I mean, you can make fires with other stuff and get notes other ways, so I don't know. But they are working on a new distribution system for the loot, which should bring server performance up and should cause less issues with persistence and how many items there are in a certain building. Make sure there's always a bit of loot somewhere to be found, and you don't end up with the whole heap of loot in one concentrated area and the rest be starved of loot, basically. So that should make everything feel a lot more balanced in that sense. The devs have been very active on Twitter recently, and they've shown us their new system of creating zombies, which basically involves a base zombie model, which they then clothe with different kind of survivor clothing, making the variety of zombies a lot higher and a lot easier to put out new kinds of zombies. Unfortunately, we haven't heard any news on the new render, which was supposed to increase frame rate and visuals of DayZ by a drastic margin, which was set in the first quarter 2015, which is far from over, so we should be hearing some update news very shortly. Unfortunately, some guy found it extremely amusing to shoot unarmed people coming to check out the prison on experimental for no reason, so I don't know. Anyway, we're on the other side of the prison, which is, it looks like a sort of like an administration type building, and we have the Inmate Yard on the other side down here, going through this corridor. Down here on the right. I'm not sure if it's an inmate yard or I don't know really what it is, because it's kind of weird. There's the barracks down here, so maybe it's not an inmate yard. I don't know where the inmates are supposed to, go outside and play, but whatever. Anyway, before I sign off, I want to tell you guys about Opinion Outpost, which is a website I found out a couple of days ago. There's a website where they need your opinion basically, and in exchange for your opinion, you're going to get money or Amazon gift cards or iTunes gift cards. It's a great way to earn a little bit of money if you got some spare time. Anyway, they need your opinion on items such as food, TV, movies, new products, politics even, and they really value your opinion in that. So if you can help them out, there's a link down below in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.